I took this super interesting class at San Francisco State called Sex and the Law, which was like a sociology and philosophy hybrid class. Super interesting class. One of the most interesting things we talked about in that class was this three category system for gender conception. So the first category is the far right category, and it's called the reactionary conception of gender. And they believe that your gender is one of two options, which comes from your sex, which is one of two options, which comes from nature and biology. No part of that is true or correct objectively in any way, right? Hopefully we can all agree on that. In the middle, you have the neoliberal conception of gender, which is that there are these discrete categories. You get to pick one. One will be assigned to you. If you don't like it, you can change it. And then you will be policed on how well you appear to fit whichever category you appear to be in, right? And then on the left, you have the queer conception of gender, which is that these categories are completely made up and socially constructed. The gender is not real, and so you can pick one or the other or something else or something completely different than anything anyone's ever heard of, and it is as equally valid as anything else because it's all socially constructed and none of it is based on anything. And that sex is the same way. Sex is also equally socially constructed, equally not based on biology. There are dozens or hundreds of dimensions of the characteristics that people think of as contributing to sex and gender. And it's just not the case that there are only two categories, right? There are an infinite number of categories of biology alone, plus the choices that you make about your identity. And it can change every day. And that is just objectively true. Super interesting topic.